a Sanskrit sloka which says, Ussave vyasane chaiva durvikhe rashtra viplabe rajadware smasane cha jah tistating savandava. May I welcome our General Secretary, who is a friend, all-weather friend for all Odia in Qatar, Sri Sagar Mahanti, leader who has stood always as friend in difficulties to deliver his keynote speech and share his insight. Sagar Mahanti.
Namaskar, Jai Jagannath. Samastanku moro prathame Jai Jagannath. This is the culture of Odisha. When one elder brother is asking to come another younger brother and describing how this is the culture of Odisha. Good evening, Your Excellency, Mr. Vipul, Dr. Jovin, the famous doctor of Qatar, Our Excellency, our President, and the Punjab Society Vice President, Mr. Angrezi, Mr. Sharad Saikiaji, the Assam President, our Kabi Bhai, and all our ladies and gentlemen, and all our guests. Today, actually, I am immense pleasure. It's a proud moment for me to stand in front of all of you to celebrate such a auspicious occasion we call Utkala Dibasa. First of all, you all know that this is Utkala Dibasa is celebrated on the ground of when we got our statehoodship. This is the proud moment, 1936, 1st April, we got our statehoodship. One thing I have to say, this was not easy. This was not that easy to get that statehoodship. Bahut lokankara, there are many people, there are relentless sacrifices. Pandit Gopabandhu Das, Madhusudan Das, Fakir Mohan Senapati. We get our statehoodship on the basis of our language. So we should feel proud for our language. And I am feeling that one. Big round of applause for my Odias. ମୁଁ ସବୁବେଳେ କୁହେ ମୋ ଭାଷା ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଗର୍ବିତ ଯଦି କିଛି ଲୋକଙ୍କର ସେଦିନ ସେ ନିସ୍ୱାର୍ଥ ତ୍ୟାଗ ନଥାନ୍ତା ଆଜି ବୋଧହୁଏ ମୁଁ ଭାରତର ଏତେ ଦୂରରେ ରହି ମୋ ଭାଷାରେ ଏମିତି ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ କହିପାରିନଥାନ୍ତି ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଗର୍ବିତ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ସବୁବେଳେ କୁହେ ମୁଁ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ମୁଁ ସବୁବେଳେ ଗର୍ବିତ This is not only for my state, Odisha is known for many things. Just imagine, this is the, Odisha is known for its unity. And we learn from my childhood, from my Lord Jagannath. You go to the temple, Lord Jagannath temple, the magnificent temple, where you found two brothers and one sister. This is the brotherhood. This is the sister, how you affection your sister. This is, we learn from our childhood. This is the Odisha culture. We are, if you go to the architecturally, the brilliance of Sun Temple, this is also in Odisha. You come to the modern era, we are also having a best part. We are in the key point, producing the steel, mining, everywhere. This is our future, this is our present, and we learn and we teach our kids namra. Sabubale namra ho, samastanko suna, a samastanko dhajyar saito suna, samastanko samman diya. And now, just I would like to say, in front of Mr. People, we all are really proud because you are here. Please, this is the occasions we all are waiting for you. When all Odia people waiting for one day, when you will come and say something to our Odia community. I will not take that much time. Thank you so much. Jai Jagannath. Apna mane bhalar thantu. Am Odia samaste bhalar thantu. Namaskar.
Utkalika, as a community under Indian Cultural Center, started more than 2 decades ago, and now became a very vibrant community in Qatar, involving itself in multiple cultural, developmental, social, and sports activities.
The gradual growth of Utkalika reflects selfless contributions of many leaders. However, our current president, Mr. Nihar Mahanti, is marginally little different. His strength remains to be a support anywhere and everywhere without making noise. As a silent leader, he believes in working hard in silence and let the results make the headlines. We request him to grace us with his vision and thoughts for the Utkalika.
So, ladies and gentlemen, today, in a rare occasion, we request Sri Nihar Mohanty to add his voice to his works and thought. Please welcome with thunderous approach to President Nihar Mohanty to share his vision and insight.
Honorable Ambassador of India, Mr. Bipul, Dr. Jobin, my friend Sarat Angrej, all dignified guests, ଆଉ ମୋ ଉତ୍କଳିକା ପରିବାର ଗୁରୁଜନ ମାନେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ନମସ୍କାର ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ସ୍ନେହ ଏବଂ ମୋ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଭାଇ ଭଉଣୀମାନଙ୍କୁ ପୁଣି ଥରେ ନମସ୍କାର ସମସ୍ତ ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଜଟିଳ ପରିସ୍ଥିତି ମଧ୍ୟରେ ବି ଆଜି ଏତିକି ମାତ୍ରାରେ ଆସିଥିବା ପାଇଁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଉତ୍କଳିକା କତାର ସଭାପତି ଭାବେ ଏଇଟା ମୋର ପ୍ରଥମ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟକ୍ରମ ମୋ ଟିମ୍ ସହିତ ମୁଁ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ବହୁତ କୃତଜ୍ଞତା ଜଣାଉଛି ଆପଣମାନେ ମୋତେ ଏଇଭଳି ଅପରଚ୍ୟୁନିଟି ଦେଇଥିବା ପାଇଁ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କ ସାମ୍ନାରେ ଛିଡ଼ା ହେଇ ବିପଦ କଥା କହିବା ପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କ ସାମ୍ନାରେ ଚିର କୃତଜ୍ଞ ରହିବି We gathered here to celebrate the endurance strength of Odia people, our Utkala Dibasa. Yes, it was on 1st April. However, because of the current situation, we have to extend it to today, to 14th May. But when I saw all of you in front of me, it tells me the spirit, the love of Odisha and the love for my soil, my state Odisha is really within us. So that is why we are all gathered here. Utkalika, founded on 2007, Utkalika has evolved into an organization which represents all of us, all of Odia in Qatar. The core mission of Utkalika is to maintain the cultural and linguistic identity of Odia, linguistic heritage of Odisha within the Odia diaspora. Beyond culture, Utkalika always stands for the people, Odia people who are in need, who are in trouble. Recently, I think 1.5 months back, there was such an unfortunate situation where late Kuna Pradhan, who passed away here during this challenging time, we have to send his mortal remains to Odisha. I would be thankful to Indian Embassy through His Excellency, Mr. Bipul. With their help, with coordination from the family and his company, we can able to send his mortal remains during this challenging time to India. And I would be really thankful to all my brother and sister, all my friends in Utkalika who come out spontaneously. And actually, Kuna family was really poor, and they are looking at us, and all of us come together. And thank you very much for helping his family in this difficult time. आम परिचय आम भाषारू आरंभ हुए, आम ओडिया भाषारू आरंभ हुए. ख्रीष्टपूर्व प्रथम शताब्दी आम जदि ख्रीष्ट टिके पछकू चली बहुत पछकू चली 1000 वर्ष तले ख्रीष्टपूर्व प्रथम शताब्दी शिलालिपि जोटा आमर हाथी गुंफार मिल खारवेण राज्य शासन ये सब आम लिपिगत आइडेंटिटी आम तालपत्र पोथी आम गीत गोविंद जयदेव गीत गोविंद आम सारला महाभारत ये सब आम संस्कृति आम परंपरार गोटे निच्छक सम्मिलन. Our identity was not handed over to us as Sagar Bhai and all of us people before us tell us. It was a century-old struggle, a struggle of linguistic identity, a struggle of Odia identity. 19th शताब्दी रे जेते बेले ओडिया लैंग्वेज गोटे डिफिकल्ट टाइम रे पहुंची तला जेते बेले आम आइडेंटिटी आमे ऑलमोस्ट हरिया को बसतेले सेही समय रे महान महिषी माने आम सामने रे आमको दिग्दर्शन देइथिले. उत्कल गौरव मधुसूदन दास उत्कलमणि गोपबंधु फकीरमोहन सेनापति 1936 मसीहा एप्रिल पहिलारे ओडिया भारतर प्रथम लैंग्विस्टिक स्टेट भावे जन्म नहीं। Utkala Bharati. We are Odia, but our identity starts as an Indian first. The luminous spirit of Odisha, Odia people's spirit, always find a rightful place within the mosaic of India. And Mr. Bipul, thank you for being with us and telling and communicating the same message to us. मु आउ अधिक समय नबाकू चाहिए नहीं। उत्कलिका कतर मोर फैमिली मु एति कही वक्तव्य समाप्त करने को चाहिए जे या आम पई गोटे परिवार एटा अनुष्ठान नुहे आम पई गोटे छोट परिवार। वंदे उत्कल जननी, जय हिंद, नमस्कार।
We know a people's leader, but we are fortunate. We have a people's leader personified over here, gracing the occasion. Now, it is time to welcome Your Excellency, Ambassador Bipul, Ambassador of India to Qatar. It is a profound honor of Utkalika Qatar to welcome you today. We greet you not only as Indian representative, but also as a leader whose compassion has deeply touched our community. We are especially grateful for your foresight of launching the Passport Seva home delivery system, a milestone that has brought immense ease to the Indian diaspora. In the current uncertain times, sir, your leadership has been our anchor. From your guidance during evolving geopolitical situations to the meticulous arrangement made for the safety of our citizen, your commitment to our well-being is unwavering, sir.
Today, as we celebrate the spirit of Odisha, we fondly acknowledge your own history with our state. We hope the rhythms and colors of this evening rekindle your golden memories of Odia soil and offer you a true taste of Utkalika hospitality. On behalf of the entire Utkalika family, thank you for your tireless service. Our request for a few lines of your kind guidance and motivation for the entire Odia community and the guests.
It's a great pleasure for me to be with all of you. I apologize that I had promised that I'll come at 7 p.m. And I got stuck, not in anything big, but some family matters, and I could only come at 8 p.m. But you have patiently waited. Thank you very much for that. I would like to first of all congratulate all of you on Utkala Dibasa. As has been mentioned already by Sagarji, by Niharji, the Utkala Dibasa, of course, is on April 1. And this year, because of the current regional challenges, it was not possible to hold the event on April 1 or near that date. And therefore, we are celebrating it today when we are in May. And I think the Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra is another 2 months away. But it's great pleasure for me to be with all of you. In these challenging times, there are not too many activities which are happening, not too many cultural events, which is quite unlike the Indian community. But I think still, in terms of doing events, in terms of getting the motivation of all the people from the community, I think we still have to work furthermore, given the regional challenges. But I'm happy that even in these circumstances, the Odia community has come together and you are celebrating the Utkala Dibasa. As the compare mentioned, and I always say this, I have a very fond association with Odisha, and that is because my first job was in Odisha. I did not stay too long, because I had to prepare for civil services those days. I'm talking about a very long time back in 1994. But in 1994, I first of all joined Steel Authority of India Limited in Rourkela. That was my first job, and I have very fond memories of that time. We used to pass by the statue of Birsa Munda almost every day when we used to go to our plant. I bought a beautiful tussar silk sari for my mother in those days in Sector 5 in Rourkela. And much later, when I joined Foreign Service, again I visited and I made it a point that during Bharat Darshan, which we normally do when we join civil services, I again went back to Odisha. It was, among other states, Odisha was one state where I did want to go. By that time, I had served a little bit in Rourkela, but I'd never been to Puri, I'd never been to Konark, and we had never been to Bhubaneswar. And I have my memories now when I joined Foreign Service that we did go to Konark Temple, we went to Puri, we went to Bhubaneswar, and as was said, these are the cultural heritage, cultural icons of Odisha, which not only the Odia community, but entire India takes pride in. These are the heritage of India, and the state of Odisha plays that way a great role in terms of the Indian culture and in terms of Indian heritage. Even further, if we look at it, apart from the temples, it was in Odisha where Emperor Ashoka finally gave up the path of violence and taught us Dhamma and non-violence. So even in that, even though it came at a great cost, which was the loss of a lot of lives, but ultimately for centuries and millennia to come, Emperor Ashok further on gave us the ideals of non-violence and of Dharma. And many of the icons, the national emblem, the national icons that we use today are all from that time. So again, I think Odisha has a great role. There is, of course, a lot of mineral wealth, the human potential. Of course, our Honorable President today comes from the state of Odisha, so you all have to be very, very proud of that fact. But I think even more than all this, one of the things that was mentioned by Sagarji was the concept of Namrata, the people in Odisha being very Namr. And I think that I saw firsthand when I was serving in the state of Odisha, that everyone is so well spoken, everyone is so well civilized. From the part of India where I come, I should not be saying this, but when one goes to Odisha, one can remain much more cool, much more calm, given that people are like that. So for all these reasons, I think Odisha has a great place in India, and I think all the Odia people should be very, very proud of their linguistic and cultural heritage. And that linguistic and cultural heritage, of course, exists within the concept of unity in diversity that we all pay so much attention and so much pride in India. I would like to also congratulate all the leaders of Utkalika, Qatar, that you continue to do your programs and you continue to get the community together. Because there are many of the things in the community which if you do not teach to the kids, you would be at the risk of losing them to the kids who are here in Doha. For example, both the language, in terms of Odia language, as well as culture such as the Odissi dance, the festivals, and all the other associated aspects of Odia culture that I think it's very necessary that we remain grounded to our roots and our kids remain grounded to the roots that we have back in India. I would also like to say that the Indian community, Niharji mentioned one of the unfortunate incidents that happened during these challenging times, when one of the persons not related to the regional conflict, but otherwise he unfortunately passed away. I think it was the month of March, when the regional conflict was still happening and it was difficult to get the flights back to India. But the embassy tried as best as it could to help the community, and the community stood up together. We all stood up together. We had a lot of volunteers from ICC, from ICBF, who all worked to support the community. And I think our community, the Indian community, is always emblematic of the resilience and of our commitment and devotion to wherever we are. And I think we showed that once again during this regional conflict here in Qatar, that everyone remained calm, everyone was resilient, no one created a fuss that something is happening. We all stood our ground. The embassy, of course, tried to help as much as we could, including in some of the unfortunate cases during that time. But I think going further, we have to remain resilient. We have to remain committed both to India and to Qatar, which has given us so much in terms of the Indian community, in terms of our jobs, in terms of our businesses here in this country. So we have to be resilient and we have to remain committed. At the same time, I think it's very important that we pay heed to some of the advice that Honorable Prime Minister has given in a speech over the last 2-3 days. This regional conflict has posed a great challenge to the entire world, including to India. And I think some of the things that Honorable Prime Minister said, I think, of course, we are living abroad, we are not in India. In one sense, we are more fortunate as compared to many of the people who might be in India, who might be facing shortages also in one or two things. But I think what Honorable Prime Minister said in terms of reducing our consumption, especially that which is coming from abroad, whether it be gold, whether it be other luxury items, whether it be our energy, I think that is very, very important. So I would really urge the entire community to pay heed to what Honorable Prime Minister has said. We as a country in India have to stand up to this challenge which has been posed to the entire world, including to India, and that can only be done when the entire country does it together. And in that, we have to be guided by the words of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. And that will also keep us on the path of attaining the vision of Viksit Bharat by 2047 that Honorable Prime Minister has given. So I would end by once again saying that we have faced this challenge, the regional challenge, in a very good way as the Indian community in Qatar and in other parts of the world. We have to continue on that path, and at the same time, we also have to think about things which, given that this challenge has been posed, we have to do, and in that we have to take the guidance of our leadership and remain committed to both India and to Qatar. So thank you very much for inviting me. It's a great pleasure to be here and meeting all of you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Jagannath.
Respected President Nihaji, Sagarji, Basanji, and Dr. Jobin, who is the person, if you need any medical assistance, the first name to contact, and the President of Assam Association. Dear friends, I can say Basanji is here. I was with you for all the program of Utkalika, minimum for last 10 years. All these programs, sometimes it was in hotel, I was there. Because as far as ICC concerned, we would like to always, motivate the people like you, especially Assam Association President is here. In Qatar, with ICC, around 85 associations are affiliated, 85. And there are so many associations, non-affiliated associations are here. We would like to have almost the participation of all the region of India, all the associations. So you can see from 85 associations, 30 associations from Kerala, 8 associations from Telugu, 6 associations from Karnataka, a few associations from Tamil, mostly from so. So we want the participation of all Indian diaspora with ICC. That is why if any program of association like Utkalika, Rajasthan Parivar, or Gujarati Samaj, Assam Association, we wish to be there. We love to be there. And we want to, whatever the support we can extend, we are ready always. That is the reason. I promised to your president that he also requested me to be here for the dinner. Most probably I'll come back after my program and I'll join for the dinner. I told him because all the programs of Utkalika, I was with Utkalika and Basanji and all previous presidents, I was very much connected with them. I'm not taking much time. I know you all are enjoying the beautiful cultural program. This is just like when I am coming to the stage, you may think that this is just like we are enjoying the movie or dance or any program in the TV. In between, advertisement will come. So there you have a choice to skip the channel to other channel. Here you don't have any option. So I have to stop. I'm not taking much time from you. Two things I would like to request you. ICC started a mobile app with all the details of all the iOS and all. So today it is available in Android and Apple. So today itself, we request all of you, please download ICC mobile app. You will get all the details. Yesterday we had a Wednesday Fiesta. You will get pop-up. And you will get the Wednesday Fiesta, all the programs of ICC, all the information, many things are there. So request all of you to, as an Indian community member, download mobile app. The second one, all the states are formed according to the language. Okay, almost all connection to their culture. So ICC is starting a library here. You can see behind that. We are collecting the book from different languages. We collected more than 6,000 books from Indian community here. If you are donating a book, it is at your home, we will write your name and keep there. After 10 years, we may not be here. That time somebody is looking at that book, they will read that, okay, Mr. Basanta Kabi donated this, Dr. Jobin donated this. That way, please do that. Especially I would like to request Orient community, please your own language book. Please, if you have anything, please make a drive and donate to ICC library. We made all the arrangement. If term permit, you can just open and see our reading room also beautifully we arranged. So these two requests I have. All the best for all my friends. I can say I have so many good friends from your community and we are keeping that relationship. So once again, congratulations to all of you when celebrating your own day.
We know medical profession is a service to mankind profession. What we do not know is the challenges the profession brings in.
The sheer patience, what you have seen with our guest, Dr. Jovin, is commendable. He has been probably one of the few guests who has come fast and probably given a lesson to us that we should be punctual too. With your wonderful family, sir, we welcome you once again. And while we all have steady lifestyle, a profession involved in essential services have always a different challenges of work-life balance. Let us hear from our honorable guest, Dr. Zobin Rajan Benjamin, sorry sir, my language, Aster Hospital, kindly share your thoughts.
Good evening, everybody. I'm audible, I suppose. His Excellency, respected dignitaries on the dais. Most people who know me know that I am quite a workaholic and I don't come out that much, even if invited. But today, if I am here, it's because of two reasons. One is my dear friend, Mr. Saga. He had invited me. Second reason is I have a deep connection with Odisha because today, if I am humbled by your praises and the love that you show, but today, if I am what you say a good doctor, it is because my professor is from Odisha. So, my professor, like we all have teachers, medical guidance and everything. But my professor, Dr. Ramakrishna Rao, it is like how destiny will call it, a full circle. I am going to tell you something which he taught me. So a professor from Odisha, what he taught me, I am going to tell you. So it is like my medical days, like a young medical aspirant. Most of you would know when we say rounds, right? Rounds means it is a doctor-patient, like we come in a gang, surround the patient, and we will be talking about their problems. So every day morning, when we used to go with my professor as a young medical aspirant, so it is our job to impress the professor. So whenever we are going for rounds, we will be bombarding the professor like, he has this, we can treat this, we can treat that. But then my professor will never ask any of this. Dr. Rao will only look down at the patient, go close to him, touch him, and tell 3 things. Were you able to eat food? Were you able to go to toilet? Were you able to sleep? And we will be like surprised. We are talking big things. He needs to go for angioplasty. He needs to go for surgery. He needs to do this. He has done this wrong. He has smoked, so his lungs is gone. He has not exercised. But sir asks only these 3 simple questions. And then the 4th one, he will hold his hand and say, don't worry, you will be with your family soon. Very 4 simple things. But one thing we used to notice that time, for the past 24 hours, when the patient was with us under our care, he will be never smiling. He'll be afraid, crying. It's like because we will be always with him. You are smoking, you are drinking, we'll be always pointing out to him. So he's always like it is his mistake that has brought him here. But moment my professor speaks to him, that is the first time in 24 hours he'll be smiling actually. Because he has never said anything like this to him. He has said only 3 things. And then the 4th thing, don't worry, you will be with your family soon. So then, because he is such a senior person, and I am a young aspirant, so we won't be that close to him to ask him why. One day, my professor fell ill. And he was alone at home. So my associate professor asked me, you go take care of him. Then that full day he was not well. He was having fever, chills, and I was taking care of him. End of the day, he got better. So then that day I had the courage to ask him, sir, we are talking big things, and you ask 3 simple things or 4 things. Why you are not interested in all this? Then he asked me a simple definition. Can you define what is health? So then, can anybody tell what is health? From what do we think what is health? Basically, if we are not sick, we are healthy, isn't it? But that is not health actually. Health is a state of physical, mental, and social well-being, not just absence of any disease. So he said to me, you know why nowadays we tell doctors are not good? Because this part everybody forgets. Everybody is only behind physical well-being. What is his mental status? What is his social status? Social status in the way whether he is happy or not, nobody asks. So what makes a good doctor and a bad doctor is the way you comfort the person. Anybody can give medicine, he used to always tell. But a good word, a smiling face, a tap on his shoulder, that cures 80% of the disease. So he said that way any person can be a doctor, because 80% of your diseases are cured with a good word, a smiling face, and a tap on the shoulder. So this, this principle, after that, I also started following. Over the span of 20 years now, I also do the same. I smile, I tap on the shoulder, I comfort them. And today, when you are saying that I am a good doctor, I'm so happy. Like as I said, I came here because my friend Mr. Saga called. But when I came here, I am seeing all my friends out here actually. I never knew. It is like Mr. Kabi and all. We are very close. Like it is a doctor-patient relationship which started around 10 years back. Now it is more than that. We are like friends, you know. When we come, we talk, we joke, we tell everything in the OPD. So it's a very different thing. I am truly humbled, and I really thank you for the invitation. And now I know when I see you how my sir was able to get all these qualities, because people from Odisha, it is there in your culture, in your blood, in your soul. This is how you are. You know, it is a very vibrant culture, a very loving nature. So it is there within you. And as His Excellency said, may we be able, by doing such social functions, impart that to our newer generation, the Gen Alpha, the Gen Z, all that they say, because this is one thing even I also feel when we are here, that somewhere our culture is being lost, and such functions, such opportunities will again bring it back to our children, which will bring back the compassion, the love, the vibrancy, the colorfulness, everything back in our lives once again. Thank you once again, and God bless you all. Keep up the wisdom.
Now it's our time to felicitate. So we invite President Utkalika Sri Niyar Mahanti, General Secretary Sagar Mahanti,
Cultural Secretary Madam Ipsita Satpathy, Joint Cultural Secretary Madam Joysri, Vice President Sri Priyadarshi Das. Sorry, I missed His Excellency Vipul sir, and Bibhu Acharya, Joint General Secretary. May I request Dr. Jobin to please come to the stage, and I request General Secretary Sagar Mahanti to felicitate. A Karmavira within us who has been contributing the cause silently behind the scene. So this time, may I request to play a small video and invite the Karmavira. Side. ଟିକେ ଜୋରଦାର କରତାଳି ସହିତ ଓମ୍ ପ୍ରକାଶ ଭାଇ।
ये कर्मवीर भाई होचंदी हमर ओम भाई। बहुत दिन कर्म से नुहंती उत्कलिकार सबु फंक्शन सबु समय आम पछरे थिबा भाईटी होची हमर ओम भाई। तांको पे जोरदार ताली। सेमती कर्म करूथांतु सेमती हम उत्कलिका को आगु को नहीं चलथांतु।
आउ थरे टिके जोरदार ताली हे जो ओम भाई का पई। Utkalika Qatar has been involved in lot of activities, social activities as well. Narayana social work. A small video about the activity we have conducted. I request, we have one more announcement. Last 4 years was unofficially considered as golden era of Utkalika. We were led by a leader of par excellence, a leader whose greatest personal loss also did not affected his determination to serve the Odia community selflessly, a leader with absolute calmness, Yudhe Sthira Jasa Yudhishthir of Utkalika, while ensured that all who contributed to Odia cause are recognized. We did not get any opportunity to recognize him earlier.
So ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome our very distinguished former President Dr. Basant Kumar Kabi to the stage. Please. Out ke karotali ho.
May I request to give little space for this video of the activity of a needy family where Utkalika has supported.
ये सही नारायण भाई जिते बेले से से ओडिया भाईटी से असुविधा समय प्रथम से आमको इनफॉर्म करथिले से नारायण भाई सकाशे आम समस्ते एकजुट होइतिलु तार विपद समय समस्ते आम हेल्प करथिलु जोरदार करताड़ी हो एमती आम ओडिया भाई समस्त सेमती छिड़ा होता विपद आपद रे नारायण भाई जोरदार करताड़ी लेट्स वेलकम लेट्स गिव एन बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज फॉर नारायण भाई प्लीज
Now we request Mr. Sarath Saikia ji. Mr. Sarath Saikia ji, please.
The President of Assam Association. ठीक है, करताली हे जो